What's up, guys? We're back with another video, and in this topic we're going to explain and we're going to go over why empaths are attracted to narcissists. And if you haven't watched the video right before this one, I suggest go and do so maybe after this video is done, because it's basically the same thing vice versa the other way around. In this video I'm explaining why empaths are attracted to narcissists. And the truth of this situation is because empathic people feel the need to want to make others feel good, to lift others up, to give their positive energy, to receive positive energy back. And empaths are not even receive back. Like, some empaths like to give without anything in return, and it can end up backfiring on empaths if you do things like this too much. And that was the truth of me in the past. I'm not so much like that anymore. I still do things without getting anything back in return, but I watch what I do, because it can hurt you if you give too much to somebody and you get betrayed. That's what hurts. It doesn't hurt if you do something for somebody and you stay cool with this person. It's if you do a lot for somebody and you get stabbed in the back at the same time by that same person you did a lot for and probably invested a lot into. You gave them a lot of money. You gave them a lot of things which involve money. And that shit is not fun. And back to this for a second. One of the biggest reasons why empaths are attracted to narcissists are because opposites attract. Empaths and narcissists are polar opposite. Clearly opposite. Empaths feel the need to give, to help, to lift people up, to brighten people's days, brighten people's spirits. They feel the need to want to fix other people because they know how to do it themselves. And that's why you can see an empath being with a narcissist, because who are narcissists? They're broken individuals, and some of them might not act like it, but they actually are. They're broken on the inside, and not every person that is there are broken people on the inside that are not a narcissist, but the truth is every narcissist is broken. So there can also be broken empaths on the inside, maybe temporarily, but they always come out on top. And since the narcissist is a broken person, the empath could see potential in a narcissist, which makes them want to help them, which makes them want to invest a lot into this person to help them grow, so maybe they can grow together as a team. So that's how the empath sees that. That's why they can attract each other. It's almost like the empath, and the reason the empath does this as well is because the empath might not have received a bunch of love during their upbringing or something like this from their parents. They might have got overseen. They might not have been able to express their feelings to their family or to their parents or something like this when they were growing up. And they missed out on that love. They missed out on having their emotions validated. And because if you grow up with narcissistic parents, they can't validate your emotions. They don't even know what that is. They can't validate your emotions because they can't validate their own emotions. How are you supposed to validate somebody else's emotions if you can't validate your own damn emotions? It don't work. And a natural empath could have grew up without that feeling, and they really want the feeling of love, so they might want to fix somebody else, like a narcissist, to help them grow, to hopefully receive love from this person once they grow and once they get up to their level. But the truth is, it backfires every single time on the empath. They believe this can work, and that's why they end up being attracted to somebody like a narcissist. It's almost like an empath needs a narcissist for these reasons I just mentioned. And it's like narcissists, we already know, narcissists need empaths. Narcissists need us. They need what they don't have. They need what they don't feel. They need to feel it from us. And you know what? All of that would be fine if the narcissist wasn't such a cunning, manipulative, backstabbing type of person, because you can help one of these individuals through everything. Give them free everything. You might give them money, you might give them free attention and validation, hours and hours and hours every single day out of your fucking time. And you get stabbed in the back. This is the risks of trying to get with a narcissistic individual. And everything could seem like it's going all right, and all of a sudden one day they might decide to discard you and just drop you to thin air. Just like that. And it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous what they do. And they never get away with it. I mean, they could get away with the situation, but they're never going to get away with doing something like this and live a happy life. It's not going to happen. They're just seeking fuel. And empaths have a lot of fuel. They have a lot to give in a lot of different ways most of the time. And basically, that is why empaths can potentially be attracted to a narcissist. They are polar opposite, and they do say opposites attract. An empath might be less attracted in the beginning to somebody that might have a lot of empathy themselves. That's also a possibility. They see in this person what they already have, so it's like there's no fulfillment there. And it's not like this every time. Of course empaths end up together. I'm sure I've talked to empathic people, females, definitely. And I'm definitely attracted to people with a lot of empathy myself. And now that I know what narcissists are, they're very unattractive to me. Although they can be attractive people when you first lay eyes on them. Some of them are the most attractive people when you first lay eyes on them. It's the further you get into the relationship with a narcissist, the more you see that this ain't going nowhere. This ain't doing anything. Like, this is only getting worse and worse and worse. So, once you come to that, once you realize this, it just makes you never want to date or talk to another narcissist ever again. That's where I'm at now. I've dealt with this shit way too much. Way too much. And I don't want to go through that again. It's very hurtful. It is. It's disappointing. It's a letdown every time. It gets easier every time you go through it, but it's like, oh my God, I can't do this again. I just can't do it. You know what? I can't do it. And that's how I think towards narcissists now. Like, even though they could be attractive people on the outside, even though they might give you some of the best times of your life, right then and there in the beginning stages. But it's, at the end of the day, it's toxic. At the end of the day, the more you are around this person, the worse they get. And it makes no sense. Makes no sense. And that's why you might not be attracted as an empath, you might not be attracted to an empath, maybe not as much. Because an empath might not look or be or seem more attractive in the very beginning stages. That's why you really have to get to know somebody before you make plans with somebody to proceed and to move forward. It's very important to get to know somebody. Some empaths can come off as boring or something like this, like in the very beginning. You might see somebody as a narcissist as a lot of fun in the beginning, as a charismatic type of person that looks the part, that says they're the part, and all this other shit. But when it's all said and done, they ain't got nothing up here and they got nothing here either. They can't care for somebody else. They can't sit down with somebody else and actually care for somebody else. You can tell when someone is a narcissist when you sit across from them and have a conversation. It's not too hard, because they don't know what deep talk is. They avoid deep talks. That's like one of the easiest ways to spot someone as a narcissist. And if you know somebody that just cannot do it, there's a pretty high chance that they're probably a narcissist. And like I said, and like we just mentioned in this video, it's just not worth it. If you want to mess with any of these individuals at all, which I don't recommend, but if you're going to do it, mess with them for one day and leave. Do I do this? No. Do I recommend it? No, I don't. Just because it's not going to do anything for you. But you know what? If you want to have a good time, do something with this person for one day and leave it at that, because you don't want to catch feelings for this person. You don't want to become attracted to this person to the point where once it dies down, it's going to affect you. This is just personal experience that I've been through. And like I said, don't mistake it for what I'm saying here as go out and do this. Did not say that. Don't recommend it. Do not recommend it. But if you're gonna at all, and you just really want to, that would be my advice. Stay so emotionally unattached from an individual like that. You don't want to get into their world, because they will bring you to their world. They're masters at that. They are masters at all of a sudden you're living for them and you didn't even see it coming. It's like your whole life changes when this person comes into your life, because they become your whole life. They make it like that. They con you into serving them and worshiping them. This is what they want. They don't want to have a fair game relationship with you. They don't want to have a 50-50 way relationship with you. They don't want to do that. So, like I said, if you guys want anything to do with any of these individuals that are narcissists, because there's a lot out there, do not give them your emotions. Do not do it. Very limited amount. You want to stay disconnected from these people. You don't want to be emotionally involved, because you're going to get hurt. You give somebody your heart, you give somebody your emotions, you're giving them the right to destroy them. You don't give them away. You don't give yourself away to people like this. You want to be that person that wants to go out and have fun? Do what you got to do and discard them. You don't have to do it in an ignorant way either. Just keep your space, keep your distance. I don't want to use the word use, but like, use them for your own benefit. That's what they're going to do to you. And they're going to hurt you bad for it. You don't have to hurt them, and you can still have a good time with them. They could even do the same thing to you. But they almost have to affect you, because they get a thrill off that chaos. They get a thrill off of affecting other people in a negative way. You don't even have to do that to these people. You can just go out there and have fun and be yourself. maybe with these individuals, because not everybody that is a narcissist is a boring person. You can have some of the funnest times of your life with narcissistic people. You just have to know how to deal with them and what not to do. You have to know what to do and what not to do with these people. And when it's all said and done, this just goes to show why you shouldn't mess with them. Because it's almost like you have to be Mr. or Mrs. Perfect with these people. You have to walk on eggshells. You have to watch what you say. Don't do this, do that. It's all this bullshit. That's why I don't recommend it. I don't recommend it. So don't get these words twisted. Please. I'm just saying, if you're gonna do it, because some of you I don't know, I've talked to people before that just can't seem to stay away from these individuals. They think there's still hope and all this bullshit. So, I know for a fact, some people that watch this channel still mess with narcissists. They do. I've had people admit it to me. Over email, over text. So, you guys know what's up. But anyways, I'm going to cut this video short, guys. Have a great rest of the Sunday evening. It's about to be Monday. It's very late right now, where I come from. It's damn near midnight, so we'll be back at it tomorrow on Monday evening. Until next time, peace out.